So here we are, another week, another car boot. This is Wollaston, about a 25-minute drive from where I am, 30 minutes away. It's actually really good. I've scored a few things here before, which I'll allude to later on in the video, but come along and have a little look, see what we find.
What's your game, sorry mate? How much are they?
£3 each, two for a fiver.
As you can see, this car boot is quite reseller heavy. He had some good deals and it wasn't a bad price for the games themselves. Fight Night kind of goes for about £6-7 quid on its own anyway. I was going to pick it up, but in all honesty, the value wasn't there, especially for trade-in, so I did say I was going to come back, but I didn't actually end up going back.
Alright, cheers, I'll pop back round in a minute. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're going to carry it there. Put it away for me, please.
Seems to be a strange theme and coincidence. Immediately, within a couple of minutes, found Fight Night Champion on the PS3 again on another stall, so I actually picked it up from here instead.
Hi, just that one please. It's great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Some relatively cheap games on this stall. The Mario Olympics on Wii, as well as a steelbook version of Perfect Dark on the Xbox 360. That was in a really good condition, and he only wanted £1 each.
That's brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
mate.
thank you mate. I didn't even see all those down there.
Oh, that's PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much are you doing the controllers for?
Mate, it's the whole box for
Oh,
40 quid.
whole box, 40 quid.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
This bundle was actually incredible. It was 4 controllers, a lot of shovelware. He wanted £40 for the whole bundle. The only thing being is that, like I said, it was all shovelware, like your FIFAs and your old Call of Duties. There was no real value in any of it. The only value there truly was the controllers. However, 2 of them didn't even have the serial codes on the back, so he wasn't willing to part with just the ones that had the serial codes, so I had to walk away.
Yeah, I'm after a couple of extra controllers, but that's all I'm really after at the moment, really. Would you sell just 2 controllers on their own?
I can't, mate. I need it like all gone together.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, like controllers.
It's a good deal for all of it, I can't argue that.
Yeah.
I chatted to him for a little bit, and I am kicking myself a little bit about walking away from it, because I probably could have kept the controllers and then shifted a couple on eBay if I really wanted to, but selling on eBay is such a nightmare nowadays. It's not even worth it. So yeah, as you can see, that wasn't as successful as last week's car boot. One was actually a Saturday afternoon car boot in Wollaston. It is a really good car boot, actually. Not as many resellers as the original, which is a bit closer to home. It's usually all right, but today this is all I managed to get. So yeah, Fight Night Champion PS3, Sonic Olympics, and Perfect Dark Zero. I have seriously debated what to do with these, and since the recording of this, I did kind of bite the bullet. I go on here to just like have a little look and see that it's all in good condition, but I'm just not interested in keeping it. So I think I'm going to shift it on. I did end up shifting it on. I've traded it into CEX since I was really demotivated with this kind of car boot this week, just because there was nothing really there compared to the one that I went to a week or two ago now. So it kind of gave me that additional motivation to get out and about, and I thought, you know what, let's just try and go to a few charity shops and see if I can find anything elsewhere outside of the car boot realm. So as you can see, we're at a cash converters, and what other YouTubers allude to as being crack converters. This is actually a good store. Stock is really good for retro here. I'll just do a quick pan of everything that's here in front and behind. They do have a lot of other stuff as expected. The PS4 and DS and kind of like the Game Boy stuff's locked up behind the cabinets, but everything that's on display is actually quite reasonably priced, to be honest with you. You can tell something caught my eye here. It was right in the back of the cabinet. I don't know if I picked up very well on this shot, but I've asked the guy to grab it out for me. It was a Game Boy game for £100. Oh, Castlevania 2, the Belmont's Revenge. Do you know if that comes with the box, or is it just that? It's just that, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's just no way. You can't justify it when CEX have the same loose for 52. Now granted, it came with the manual, but for £100, I don't find £48 worth of value in just the manual. If the box was there, yeah, of course, but with the box you're talking over 300 usually. He then brought out this. It was a Japanese Super Famicom version of Star Wars, which looked really interesting, to be honest, but for £40 it's going to be sat on the shelf. The artwork looks great, the box looks great. I'm just not in the market for it, which I know I rinse and repeat that phrase, but I really need to stay on track for Sega Mega Drive games. That's all I really need to solely focus on, which the life of a collector, of course. We all say that. We always got to be one-track minded, but there's too many nice things out there, and we all like nice things. Zipping through the last few charity shops in this area, there were a few games in the stores. You can see here, some modern, so not so modern, but a lot of it is just shovelware now. The prices vary from shop to shop so much. Like, sometimes you're talking 50p for a game, and sometimes places have it for like a £5 for a game, when literally across the road in CEX they are priced accordingly. I don't know how their pricing structures work in charity shops nowadays. I really struggle to fully understand. I've got my own opinions about charity shops as to everyone else's. I understand they have to make money, and I'm fine with that. I have no problem in supporting charity. I just have a bit of an issue when it comes to overpricing things massively when it should be there for people that, well, put it this way, there's a reason people go to charity shops. They're not buying them full price for a reason. People like me, of course, yeah, I'm doing it because I want to collect and I want to trade it in CX to get stuff that I really want. So there are people like me. We're all probably similar. I just think that pricing structures should be across the board the same. If they want to price it exactly the same as CEX, that's fine. But when they go above and beyond it, I do kind of have a problem with that sometimes. Hopefully that's not coming across too ranty and ravey. It's just, I don't know, I just think it should be more accessible to people, and it shouldn't necessarily be about profit margins, because that's the way it does feel at the moment with charity shops. It's harder to find things. The charity shops do feel like they're pricing people out that want that additional entertainment. Yeah, they're not necessities, of course not, but I think it should be more accessible to people. It shouldn't have to be aimed at profiteering, as opposed to giving people the opportunity to play these games at a cheaper price. So final charity shop run of the day. This was it. This was the last shop. There was absolutely nothing here. So it was just time to go home, just admit defeat in the charity shops today and head back. I'll pick out a few things now from previous pickups that I've not recorded before. So here they are. These are stacks of Simpson comics that I found at that Carboot that we went to today on this video. These date range from around about, I think they were late 90s, like 98, 99 to early 2000, like 2001, 2002. I originally bought these for the kids just to like flick through, because they're going through this massive Simpsons binge on Disney Plus, and they've gone right back to all the original series and they've caught up to date. They love their comics. I was like, do you know what, I'll get these, they can blast through them, and there's some crossovers and everything. And I brought them home, they were like, nah, not really bothered. I was like, ah, sound, well that's alright then, at least I completely wasted my time and money in getting you something I thought you might like. So there's a guy called Retro Bristol, well his name's Rich, he works at Retro Bristol, the owner. It's a retro toy, and they do have games, but they prioritise in memorabilia and collectibles. So I'm thinking I'm going to take these along to him, see if he can give me a relatively good price. I paid, I think, for these around about £10 for the stack. The lady was like, just make me an offer and just see what he would like to do with them and if he's interested at all, and we'll go from there. So I was just going through all the collection and everything, looking at my Mega Drive, just thinking, I'm sure there were a couple that, there was just a couple that was niggling at me, thinking, I think there's a couple missing with manuals. So I went through my list, which I'll probably put up and post now. I know it's a bit messy, it's not very well organised, but if you zoom in you'll see everything that I have with complete manuals and a couple that aren't. And I've actually dug out a few of the games. So when we went to the thingy last week, the other week, sorry, the game market, I actually bought Block out and realising that I've already got it down there. So yeah, that's a double, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that somewhere and somehow. Got Boogerman, but it's there's no manual in there. I completely forgot about it. The condition of the box is amazing. Got a hang tab, the cartridge is really nice, it's even got the sticker on the side, but I don't have the manual and I'm a manual only person. And again, Atomic Runner doesn't have the manual. So I think what I'll do is take them along to Retro Bristol, see if he's interested in them, trade them in with those comics and see where it takes us. So again, thanks for watching. If you do see this, please like, comment, subscribe and all that stuff to help me out. And the next time you see me, hopefully we will be in Retro Bristol. See you later.